Ryan Searle, who's now been a top 32 player for 5 years, is one of the most well-liked players on the PDC Tour, and back in 2021 came so close to winning a major title at the Players' Championship Finals. He's gained popularity due to his seemingly carefree, laid-back approach to the game and lack of drama, but over a decade ago he was involved in a very controversial moment which led to him being booed by a crowd. However, as I'll start by explaining, there's some very important context behind it that often gets forgotten. Hello and welcome back to the Darts World channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the full story of the controversial Ryan Searle Richie George incident. Let's get straight into it. Before we actually take a look at the incident, it's important to note that Searle actually struggles with very bad eyesight due to astigmatism in his dominant eye, meaning that everything is blurry and that he mainly goes off feel to know if darts are in. Sometimes though, he misses targets by a long way and still has to ask the ref if it's in. He's still managed to have a great PDC career so far, winning multiple titles and hitting his first televised 9-darter at the Grand Slam last year. Following that, he said the following: "I actually didn't know the treble 19 was in until the crowd made the noise. I was like, oh my god, I've got to go for double 12 now. I just threw it to see where it goes and it landed in, so I'll take it." Not bad for someone who can't see, but it sometimes does cause big issues, such as at the Czech Darts Open last year, where at a key moment, he thought he hit the treble 11 on 1-2-1 when he actually missed it, incorrectly then aiming at the double 14 instead of the ball, which he actually did hit, allowing Michael Smith to take out the same finish to get the win. And it caused a big incident during the very early stages of his career, before his time in the PDC, when he played in the BDO's Winmore World Masters for the second time in 2013. The event uses the best of 3 legs per set format and begins with floor stages to make the stage games from the last 32. And Ryan managed to do so, edging out Nick Danoon in the deciding set before beating Martin Devers, Terry Hayhurst and Andy Bolton 3-1. He was then drawn for his first stage game against Richie George, who had reached the semi-finals at the Lakeside earlier in the year, and is the son of legend Bobby George, who won the News of the World Championship twice. With bookmakers B-win, Richie was the favourite for the win at 1.5, with Searle an outsider at 2.4. Ryan did get a shot at tops to take the first set in a deciding leg, but he missed, allowing Richie to hit double 10 to go 1-0 up in the best of 5 game. But the game then began to swing towards Ryan as he managed to win set 2 in a decider to level the game up. Set 3 went to another decider, with Richie having the throw, but missing multiple darts at double 16 before Ryan hit that same target to go 2-1 up, meaning he had the throw to win in the 4th set. After both players held, that key set went to yet another decider, and Ryan, with the throw, was the first to a finish on 80, and he hit the treble 20 before he clearly wired the double 10. The commentators even said it was a good marker. But the referee Nick Rolls mistakenly called game shot and the match to Ryan, who quickly took his darts out of the board before shaking Richie's hand. The commentator was very confused.
Good marker. No, he hasn't called it. He didn't call it. I'm absolutely certain that did not go in the double whatsoever. You can see the mark next to the wire. Ryan Searle leapt up to the board like a gazelle of the Serengeti, and he's with a wry smile there.
There was clearly going to be a big fallout from the mistake, but attention first shifted towards Richie as he quickly left the stage. Winmore confirmed that he rushed off as he had been feeling unwell and had been taken to hospital. He had also told the ref he wasn't doing well, which could have caused some panic on the stage. This was due to the fact that Richie is a type 1 diabetic, being diagnosed late at age 14, where the paramedics were able to sort out his blood sugar, and so he actually didn't need to go to the hospital and instead walked back to the hotel, as confirmed by his father Bobby. There was some strange speculation that the referee had called it deliberately at Richie's request as he wanted to get off the stage as soon as possible, but Bobby confirmed that wasn't the case and that despite feeling rough, he was just going to plod along with the game. When it was clear that Richie was fine, Bobby tweeted the following: "I'm glad that my boy Richie has controlled his diabetes, but a darts player knows when the double is in or out, #void game." Some fans also made a strange excuse, saying that Richie wouldn't have taken out the 152 he was on anyway, as he was averaging just 77, but Bobby rightly replied to that by saying that we'll never know, and that he could have made a hole in it. On the following morning, it was radio silence from the BDO, with no statement having been released, and Bobby was still angry, tweeting this: "Son or no son, players know if the dart is in or out when he retrieves. The proof was on the screen. Rule must be made to stop cheats." The referee for the game had been Englishman Nick Rolls, who is now actually the General Secretary of the WDF, and a few hours after the game, Bobby had tweeted this: "To be fair to referee Searle Rolls, being told that the shadow on the board was so bad, he couldn't see it clearly." We eventually got a reply to that claim from former Lakeside champ Martin Adams, who had played on the stage on the same night. He said that the lighting seemed okay and that there were no shadows. He also said that he always thought that refs had a responsibility to check the lighting and comment accordingly, and that surely, if it's hard to see, the ref should move and look to confirm the dart's in before calling game shot. Another former world champ, John Lowe, weighed in saying the following: "Don't be hard on him," referring to Ryan. Taylor had the same thing, said he snapped the dart out the board without looking, to which Bobby replied saying that it was blatantly not in and that Richie was not given the chance to finish the game from where they left off. That meant that Ryan was free to play his game that night against James Wilson, and he was booed after being introduced to the crowd.
It's Ryan Searle.
He managed to improve his average by 10 points to 90, but he was beaten, meaning that his run had come to an end at the last 16 stage. At the end of the night, Richie spoke publicly after the incident for the first time, tweeting the following: "Thanks for the messages. I'm fine now, but I do not wish to play in an organisation without any principles to darts." He also called out the lack of procedures or structures to follow, as well as the lack of a statement. A statement from the BDO saying the following did follow on the following day. At the climax of the last 32 match between Richie George and Ryan Searle during the 2013 Winmore World Masters, streaming footage has shown that the last dart of the game landed outside of the double 10 segment. Following board level discussions, the BDO would like to apologise for not issuing a statement sooner, but a thorough investigation needed to be conducted. This is now concluded, and the board have agreed that a full review of the tournament match play rules would be undertaken. Tournament director Wayne Williams said, "This was a rare and genuine mistake. However, the incident has highlighted a contradiction in the rules, which will be addressed as a matter of urgency." Ryan would continue to play in the BDO for a few years before switching to the PDC in 2016, when he managed to win his tour card through the Challenge Tour alongside Rob Cross. Not a bad pair of graduates. Richie, on the other hand, hasn't played competitive darts in over a decade, since the PDC Grand Slam in 2014, where as a BDO representative, he lost his 3 group games 5-0, 5-2 and 5-1 to be eliminated. In September of 2016, it was reported that Richie had assaulted and racially abused a nurse and a paramedic who were trying to help him in the A&E of Colchester General Hospital. He was given a 12-month community order and ordered to undertake 100 hours of unpaid work and given several fines. Since that shocking incident, George began to work as a heating engineer and has stayed away from the darts tour. Now I want you to let me know your opinion on this incident in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please don't forget to subscribe, as currently just 15% of my viewers are, and it would really help the channel out. Please also hit the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever I upload a brand new video, and leave a like if you enjoy darts videos like this. You can also comment down below giving me any video ideas you want to see on the channel. Thanks for watching.